I'm gonna need you to get rid of that hypnosis that you placed on me. Doesn't serve me right. Yeah. Yeah. What's up? I don't really want to speak my mind. Every time I speak my mind, all I end up doing is having you guys end up hurting me in more creative ways. There's no good reason for this, is there? Anymore. Just you guys torturing me to have fun. Yeah, okay. No. No. Cause she undid a shit ton. She fucking locked a lot of shit during that, and I'm really, really unhappy about it. In fact, I'm getting so unhappy about it that I really want something to happen. So I have to start looking into where that is in my mind while meditating. Because I'm getting annoyed. Very annoyed. Yes. Two 42 a.m. and I just wanna go to bed. What happened? You fucking know what happened. You just screwed up a shit ton of fucking. I hate this. Yeah. Not much I can do about it. That sucks. Whatever happened to her finger? Yeah, she's good, bad, I don't fucking know. Who really cares anymore? Wasn't anything. Where the hell are these shots coming from? I wanna know too. I think that might be down to the hypnosis she implanted in several things. Yeah. Great. Yeah. So I have to undo that. Yeah. That's wonderful. Ah. What's up? Oh, nothing. Actually nothing. That's kind of the problem. So I don't have a project to work on right now, something that I can be working towards. Sad about it. Oh yeah? Why are you sad about it? Isn't that the life everybody wants? To not have to do anything, basically, and do whatever the fuck they want? No offense or anything, but you do that long enough, it's not fun. There's nothing fun about it. It's just a hell of a lot of trouble, honestly. What am I thinking about? I'm actually thinking about that Linus Tech Tips thing. See if I can maybe get a job there. I'm not an editor. I'm an ideas guy, but the problem is I have no credentials. So, really, that's not a job that's ever going to happen. But I'm still fantasizing about it. Yeah. Don't link that. Don't. No, cat. Don't lick that rainwater. I don't even know what water that is. What are you. Cats, man. Cats and dogs. Why you be this way? Why you know about these things that can kill you? Anyways. No, he did say just come up with something. That's true, he did say that. See if I can't come up with a couple of things and think about it. Work on my podcast, I guess. Please stop killing people because I want to get the fuck out of here. It's really not cool. Or is that why you're doing it? I don't know why the fuck anybody's doing anything these days. I'm left in the dark. Don't want to even think about it, truthfully. I just want to go back to my life doing me for a good long time. So the crazies win. No. They just get to run rampant until they make enough mistakes that it's easier to catch them. Oh, yeah. People get overconfident all the time. I do. You do. They do. We all do it. We also get underconfident and have nothing at times. It's all in the psychology of an individual. What makes you confident? What makes you feel empathetic? What makes you feel sympathetic? What allows you to be a human being to this other person? The problem is that there's so much of a human being to everybody that I turned into a monster to myself and to a monster to everybody else. I don't know. Really not happy about a lot of things right now, about the way things are going. Never happy, are you? That's not true. There are moments of happiness that I've had. It's just, they all seem meaningless because they're by myself. And ultimately nothing changed. It's the same type of happiness, the same solution, the same thing again. Feels like love is coming my way.
You have Kita with you? Kita?
She's over there. Yeah, she's fine. She's a little chihuahua. Gotta live on your own. Yeah. Fuck. You don't want to though, do you? No, it's not that at all. I just don't want to fucking do everything that I have to do to make it happen. I'll get over it. It takes time. Like, because my gap year wasn't a gap year for me. It was a literally picking up the pieces of my smashed vase year, turning it into something else I can actually use. Just don't want to do this anymore. Why can't it be over? Why can't we just all get together and start creating again? Start doing things again? I mean, not the ones that want to hurt, maim, and work in the shadows. I mean, you know, people that want to... So like almost like a school, but teaching each other to a degree, in a different way. Yeah. It's not gonna happen, is it? Not anytime soon. And I'm gonna be the odd fucking guy that's ridiculously old. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta make do with what life gives you. Hell yeah. So much easier said for some of you. So much harder for others. Tired of it. I really am. I really am. Why? Because I need to do some meditation and really get to what... Yeah, you're gonna need to start microdosing to get yourself the ability to start thinking again, aren't you? Unfortunately, it would appear that way, yes. Because you're all working off information from the past. And I can see a different path that still leads to the same outcome, but without all the struggle. But it requires other people to be brought in, and for them to take on that burden. So it's up to them. Yeah, that is, isn't it? And you gotta build yourself up, because they're not gonna fucking try and make an investment in some no-name nothing. It's because you have all these accolades in the past, just because you have all these things that ultimately you did do, or help to create. Your name's not attached to anything or anyone. Which means you're basically left in the lurch again, while they get to reap the rewards. So you gotta get your own damn self up. I know, it's funny, because I helped them out. I helped them with, they get their song, their collaboration, this and that, this movie, and these scientific advancements, and they get all these things. But as soon as I try and ask for the basic bit of help, it feels like I don't get to do anything. I don't get to have any help. I just get to do it all by myself again. It's not even the final time. It'll happen again later on in life. I don't know. Kind of makes you go, what's the point? Is the point the small bits of happiness in between? Is the point getting yourself up and that motivation? Is it something else? Is it the people you're with? Because I'm not with people. I'm with myself out in my backyard talking to my phone. Tired of it. Gee, we all know why we can't help you. Yeah, I know. I know why. That's what makes it ultimately stupid, because I did this to myself, which pisses me off even more. I made it so I couldn't get the help. Fuck that shit. Why can't I get help? Why can't I get lucky? Why can't I have these things happen to me? Jaded again? Jealous, more like. Not really jaded. That requires resentment. I'm not very resentful of what people got. I'm actually quite happy for them and that I succeeded, because I gave them this thing. I honestly didn't know if it would work, and it worked. And it worked really well. And they got what they needed out of it. And the world got a different path to open up, and so on, until I defeated the problem I saw coming forward. And now it's just another list of open possibilities, and I'm trying to decide which one's best. But the thing is that there's no real way to decide if there is any one particular thing. There are about 5 different dreams that will help propel humanity forward. Immortality, space travel, energy. That's just the 3 big ones, and you need computation and communication over distance. All of which is very difficult to achieve, but is the ultimate goal for humanity. Imagine if you could communicate with anybody on a network of quantumized computers that were all stored within people's heads and around the universe, talking to each other through some sort of a almost instantaneous transfer of information between particles. Basically, every single quantum computer is linked up and chipped together as one giant computer. Holy shit, yeah. Information gets passed along, and you can theoretically have our old silicon chips and the very new, very real quantum computers, all directed towards a particular goal or something like that. Imagine if we had the ability to absorb more of the sun's energy without having to make our own through fusion and creating our own sun. I mean, why go the hard route? Why not just fucking take the energy that's there already? We know it's going to be there for the next few billion years. We've only been around for a couple 100,000 at most. So fuck it. Why not just, I don't know, do something like that? Hell, we can create our own ring system around the Earth at first. Ring it with satellites that are all communication networks through lasers and other forms of quantum communication for encrypted stuff, and ultimately everything gets passed along through various blimps or high altitude transfer of things and microwave transfer of energy towards certain collectors within the water or stable zones on Earth, and superconducting wires to transfer energy from remote places to where they need to be with minimal loss of energy. And of course, through this we also get advanced, extremely fast communication for everybody. It becomes free, and we can start installing the brain stuff that we need to install, the augments and devices that we will attach either inside or on top of around our brain to allow us to function with these machines that we've created at a level that we've never been able to interact with them before. Also allowing us to basically become far smarter than we ever were before as well, allowing for genetic research to be done, allowing for stem cell research to be done, allowing for all these different research opportunities to be done to facilitate these new augmented reality and augmented intelligence prosthesis for our brains, and interconnecting links in between as well. Of course, allowing through the use of genetics and surgery and robotics and so many other things to facilitate the increase of these technologies breaking through finally, and actually being beyond just the realm of fantasy and into the realm of reality. It takes a lot of effort and energy and money from so many different sources, and it would require true collaboration throughout the entire world. Theoretically, a coma patient could be given a new lease on life with another person's consciousness. Theoretically, that consciousness that is maybe left over in that coma patient that could be coaxed out could go into a quantum computer. There's so many different things that can be done in the future. And right now, I want to set it up so that way the future is going to actually happen. But for that, I need everybody. And for that, I need my own place. For that, I need my own team of people that I can trust and rely on. A family and lovers. And people that care for me. I need the whole damn shebang if I want that to happen. If I want reality to change. If I want a true future for humanity. Not this surviving by getting rid of the old and coming back with the new. And we need to thrive again. once more as a human race, like the industrial age once brought us into that thriving, along with capitalism in the beginning, because the truth is, everybody knows, in the beginning, that short release of energy, that all the investment in mining and extracting and refining and so many other things to allow for the infrastructure and the everything else to be built to allow for the constant raking in of money to be happening as it is, can be done with new technology now. We're poised to basically have a whole energy revolution, an energy capture revolution through wind and solar and body mechanics and storage and so many other things. And quite frankly, the short-term, small potential profit of gas and oil is peanuts. Trillions of dollars? Pfft, who gives a fuck? Seriously, who cares when you could have hundreds or even more than that of money? And the first person or first persons who invest and get in early and start building the infrastructure and start making the products and start refining the products and so on and getting them to market are going to be the ones that ultimately make that money for their future, not just for themselves, but for their kids and their kids' kids and so on. It's not even getting into, like, you know, the technological advancements and what can be done there. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I love the idea of patenting to like 10 to 15%. That way everybody gets the information, but I still get like my piece. And if it's going long term, if I'm planning on living for a very long time, I'm going to get far more money than any of you fucking old ass bastards that decided to go short term. So much more money. So much more money. You know, you're thinking too small, you're thinking too literally, you're thinking too bubbled. You're not thinking about the big picture. Oh, well, hippie, you know, we're gonna be all good, man, because we're gonna save the earth and all this. Like, you can make money. And if you invest appropriately, not only can you make money, you can be making money for so damn long, you will literally never have to worry. That's actual setting it up. That's actually making it so it doesn't fucking matter. Alright? You live so damn long, and you're actually feeling good in your later years, and you have so much damn money that it doesn't fucking matter. It's like, instead, it's all about this rat race to basically get as much money as possible so you can enjoy it before you die. And that is old thinking. That is terrible thinking. If we're going to start thinking about the future, we're going to start thinking about getting out into other planets, other realms of possibility. We got to start thinking more literal long term, hundreds of years long term, not, oh, one generation and I need to make it so I get all mine fast enough so I can enjoy it before ultimately this cruel world that is so deadly to everybody that it will kill me before I even get to enjoy what it is I did. Yes. So, if you come with me, if you want to join in with this, please. You know, I want to create something big. I want to create a whole new future. I stopped what was going to happen. You guys stopped what was going to happen. We're no longer in that future. Do you want me to make a better one than just surviving and slowly changing things? I'm going to need a hell of a lot of help. And shadows aren't going to be cutting it anymore. There's no longer a time to stay in the shadows. If we want true progress and change, we're going to have to get people on our side faster and faster and faster. That's the only way to be able to truly gain the support we're going to need in time for all these technologies and changes to society and cultural values
to actually be used appropriately and not neglected for fear of ethics and morals and so many other things that ultimately slow stuff down. Because you're scared. And you have a right to be scared, but fear is the biggest arbiter toward success. I'm not afraid of building a new future. I'm afraid of other things, I'll admit that, but not a better future. I can make that happen. That I know. I can't do it by myself, though. And everybody wants me to get into everything, but that's just not how I am. Yeah, we've said this before. I know. And that's kind of the problem. The problem is that, like, I just have to get to that point. And I hate the fact that I can't just be at that point. Because then we could just start, and I wouldn't have to worry about trying to get so many things going on everywhere around the world. I just want to make it all happen. Create a future that nobody even knows is a possibility. Nobody even thought to think of. $1,000 years of sun, of bright days, so long that the old war, the old violence, the old troubles have been so toned down that we're now able to officially proceed forward with actually going for the stars, without the possibility of basically failing every step of the way. Because we might have a few failures, but if everybody's kind of trained right, and we get the right stuff going, we have a greater success. We have a greater chance of success for sure. What am I going to do to make this happen? I guess I have to get my ass out, don't I? Did you have some plans today? I did. It's only 10:51. I can get other stuff done. What do I think? I think it's time to what? I don't know. I think it's just time to start realizing things again and actually have my epiphanies and stop having these mental blocks. That's what it is. It's the mental blocks, the hypnosis that's been blocking my ability to think. It goes away temporarily, comes back. I don't like being fucked around with. I don't like my head being fucked around with. I'm really not a fan of everything that you're doing with that. I really don't like a lot of the stuff that's happening, truthfully, in the background. For some reason, I can't muster up the energy to say anything. It's very strange. It's like the fire and intensity that I had just a few days ago is gone. really starting to get tired of my instability. Yeah. Yeah, Death and I are not going to be together. No, I'm not going to be condoning any of that. Just ever. Yeah. Just can't do that shit. Just can't. I just can't. I want to work on other things. That's your deal. You do that. You're gonna... You'll get caught eventually. That much I know. Yeah, when? I don't really want to tell you. I mean, you deserve to get caught. Yeah. Come on, we had good times together, didn't we? Those good times do not belie the amount of horrible, terrible times there really were. Or the amount of times you sucked out all of my energy, or the amount of times you took my blood, or my fucking ideas, or so many other things. You built your empire. Go run it. You built what you needed. You got what you wanted. Just to help you. I'll find my own damn way. I'll figure it out. I know you want me to say need you, but you need me. In fact, there are a lot of you that need me. And that's saying something, considering how little I have in my life that is actually good and amazing. But for some reason, there are people out there that need me to continue going on. And for them, I'll keep going on. Not for you, though. No, you don't need me, is what you'll say. But I think we both know that it just would never be the same without me. Just as it would never be the same without you. And I'm done with the Bonnie Clyde. I'm done with all of this. I've been done with all of it. I stopped fucking months ago, and you're continuing to try and get me to go back into a life I don't want to do, or have any part of, or even want to even think about again ever in my entire life. As far as I'm concerned, it never fucking happened. There's no rosiness to it. There's no nothing to me to it other than death, destruction, and problems. You want to fucking absolve your sins. You want to get better. You want to try and make something happen. Fuck it. Let's join forces together. Make shit happen. There's no reason to be shy. No reason to do any of this anymore. It's all over with. Done with. The world got what it wanted and needed. I still want to aim towards working towards cures. I still want to aim towards working towards, people, creations, things. I still want to do that. I still have that in me. It's just, I'm not going to be a part of anybody hurting anybody, ever. And you trying to goad me into seeing you or something like that, isn't going to work. Stop trying to kill me. Stop trying to kill my friends. Stop trying to kill people that are involved. It's reeks of somebody that doesn't know where they stand and is just trying to cry out for attention. And I've already told you where you stand. You stand apart from us. Until you're willing to accept that what you've done is wrong, the way you did it is wrong, and until you can actually start helping towards getting a brighter future. Those are your requirements. But even then, you're never going to get anywhere near as close to me ever again. Yeah. Maybe somewhere down the line, but what you've done is not just to me, not just to others, but to the world. It's wrong. There's no other way to put it. It's just wrong. Things need to change for the better. It's not hoping for a better day, it's making a better day. I hope someday you'll realize that this isn't about you or me, this isn't about them, this is about everybody, everything that exists on this little spaceship we call a planet. It's gonna happen. I don't know when, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know that something good is gonna happen. For some reason, my brain keeps telling me to wait. Just keep going about your normal day. Keep doing you. Don't rush things. Things will happen when you're ready for them. When do you know you're ready? I don't know. It all seems to be the plain, simple change of things. I want to create a new world. A better world. A world for everybody to be in and exist in and be loved and accepted. Most people, not everybody. And yeah. I'm kind of just stuck here. At my spot. Again. So. Yeah. Alright, so it is 11:53 p.m. And truthfully, I've kind of just had more or less a boring day. Yeah, not too particularly amazing here. I Reddit on my phone doesn't want to work for some reason. Even a little bit. What is this on my screen? think it's an eye booger. That's disgusting. Everybody needs to know about it. Dude, for real though, like, I need to exit out of my Reddit account or something, because this shit is, yeah, it's not going. Instagram is pretty weird. I've got a lot of people, followed a couple of people on Instagram, and next thing you know, anyways. Nah. Twitter. Let's go back to Twitter. Why? 'Cause Reddit's not working, and Twitter's here, so yeah. Didn't I already look at what the... Yes. Thank you, Twitter, for updating finally. Ooh. That is dope as shit. New Caledonian crows, man. Apparently research from the University of Auckland finds they are smart enough to plan 3 steps ahead to solve a tricky problem. That's pretty darn interesting to me. I mean, the sky is technically moving. It's just so far away that it's negligible considering how much we are moving in response to its angle. Anyways. That is wicked cool. Look at that, Switzerland. Oh, I wish I could save that. When you're on your phone and doing this, guys, probably, yeah, it's my nail hitting the glass before. I hate this phone. It's not the best phone. Glass is very sticky. It's not very responsive sometimes. I don't hate it, it's just little things, you know? Yeah, I feel pretty damn numb too. Yeah. Didn't even listen to it. I know, I didn't. Let's see here. I got $150 million from Tencent. No affect users' privacy, freedom of speech. Yeah. It is kind of bad. Don't fucking even. Yeah, they're pretty bad. Most governments are pretty fucking shit, truthfully. Alright, let's all be honest here. A lot of them are not very good. They don't really care too much for the people. Instead, they want to have the power and control over the people. Most often. So, you know. No, look at that doggo. Oh, did you drop your wax pen? It was full. Yeah, it looks like you might be able to salvage it. Yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah. Tell me about myself. Tell me about yourself. What are you like? It's a really weird question. What am I like? I don't know. A bit like a weirdly like a, I don't know. I don't really consider myself to be like any natural phenomenon because it's so weirdly changing at times. It's almost as if a cauldron of hot lava and steam that get brought forth and explode chunks, and then everything goes flat and it almost cools off completely at the top. And then it boils forth again and then starts the process over. Almost like I'm forming a whole brand new island out in the middle of the ocean. Huh. I like that analogy. Reverse. This sucks, man. Just no matter what, it's always gonna go back around and around and around. It actually makes it, yeah. Whoa, that's cool. Pretty good. Sorry I'm not really talking. I don't really have much. Head's spinning. Spin me right round, baby, right round. Damn it, right round. Is Chris Pratt a cringer? Whatever. It's just, I'm leaving my opinions to myself. Why? Because I don't know the full story. I don't know if that particular church is... I don't fucking know. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of anybody donating to a church. Imagine if the money went towards, certain things like St. Jude's Hospital or research foundations for cancer and Alzheimer's. But there's something to be said about the community. Why do you hate yourself, my friend? Why can't we just all get along? I feel like I'm gonna go to jail. Yeah. I have no idea why, but I just get the feeling I'm probably gonna be going to jail. Perhaps that's just my... Who do you think is the hottest celebrity? Perhaps that's just my paranoia. Hottest celebrity. God damn. There's a lot of amazing looking women out there. No idea. Yep. None. There's a lot of good looking women out there, though. It's not a fucking answer. It's not gonna ever be an answer, because the truth is, like, I don't know, if you want the hottest, I don't know, like, I'd have to literally sit down and scroll through thousands upon thousands of, like, different models, and then go over, like, personality things, because that plays to me, it plays a big role in what that, I don't know, fucking... There are a lot of good-looking, wholesome celebrities out there. And there are a lot of, in between and everything else. So, and that's just how life is. Is that a blow dryer? You don't have to use a blow dryer, girl. She's a blow dryer. Don't have to do that. Just use a towel. It's fine. It's, I mean, it works, if it works. I guess. I don't even really want to think about it now I think about it. Why are my heads exploding? Wow. That's bullshit. Chinese police. Wow. How do you even? God damn, this fucking garbage human being. 865 counts. He looks like a trash person. Aggravated indecence. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's terrible. God damn, that's fucking terrible. Just thinking about things. Thinking about how close to things I got to. Yeah. Hmm. Anyways. Have your fun, dude. Do your thing. I suppose. She really does look like fucking Pooh Bear. He really does. I might get my ass killed. What's that? We have a usual spot, huh? I doubt that I have any sort of thing like that with anything. You know, I get the feeling in reality I'm more or less just a messenger in between two people that are actually in love, and they're just jerking me around while they're getting their shit done. That's the feeling I'm getting from this. You know, like I'm more like the middleman of a messenger between two people on two different sides. Which I feel like they should just say hi to each other for fuck's sakes and talk to each other and go do their damn thing. You know? It's like get out of the game, go meet with each other, go fuck with like crazy, do your own thing. How the fuck did he find us out? What the fucking shit? Oh, man. Dude, kinda wanna go to Iowa. You know, just to see what's up. It's over there. Man, my head is hurting. Why my head gotta hurt all the time? You know, that might be the nerve endings that you previously got rid of and are now coming back online. So you're dealing with that. You know, what is misophonia? Like, for real? Anyways. Good. That's how you think about it. Thinking about, like, what goes on in reaction to things and ultimately figuring out new thoughts on a subject or possible new thought for something. It's very fucking good. I just want to not have this giant headache. It really hurts. Like a lot. Like a lot. It is actually 12:23. Do I need to go out there? I mean, honestly, there's nothing I can really talk about. That's fucking great. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Free earbud. Just jumps off, and then just barely lands into on the edge of a dumpster and falls off. And it's parkour with Michael. It's from The Office. It's great. That's annoying. This person saved an abused child by slaying her abuser, and she got life in prison. And that sucks. Fastest way to get to Canada. Meeting somebody on a dating website, convincing them to buy you a ticket, and then going to live with them, and then marrying them. So that way you become a citizen. Maybe. Would you do that? I'd fucking do that. I mean, am I going to? That's probably not going to happen. But, you know. That's fucking... And they're... Some of them are genuinely happy to see that person getting killed. Are you bored? Can it be your form of entertainment right now? So, I kinda need to go out, don't I? Eno 99. So you're gonna have to wait for her to let her talk to you. He tried to say basically what he looked like he said is like, look, you're going. What he's saying is he decided to say, yeah, you know, I like you more than as just a friend to someone, and now they won't talk to him, and so that sucks. Well, there's hope in my podcast for somebody to come and maybe rescue me if they ever hear something. But, we'll see what happens. That's pretty good. The sides are they all the same length? So I don't feel like they are. But it's really good, actually. I don't know. How does one... No, I wanted to like that picture. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Goes brushy brushy, and then to a cartoon version of the bat, and then to the Batman with Alfred being brushing Batman. That's funny. I like it. Feed emoji. Yeah. I'm gonna pause the recording. There's nothing really here. And truthfully, I just sort of want to zone out. That's something that Future Face does. It makes me hungry. Was that just a single strand of hair? Is that annoying? Okay. Apparently it's annoying. I don't know. I'm a person that has not since I was a very young kid, had long hair. So, yeah. Don't really know the intricacies involved in having long hair. I am annoyed about my brain. Recording again. It's 1:13 a.m. I got my hearing aids on. I don't really want to necessarily listen to anything, but I suppose I can turn on the, I don't know, some music, I guess. They got me. They got me pretty damn good. Hey there, Delilah. What it like having big old titties? You're 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you got big titties. It got me. It did. It did. Someone replied on Reddit. Oh, it's Elmer. Means they like you, Austin Marie. Ooh, she's gonna actually find somebody. Damn. Are you connected to my mirror universe? Well, technically, if I were to have quantumly something linked to something, I don't fucking know. Theoretically speaking, it might necessarily be something along the lines of a matter antimatter particle that are connected in some way, possibly, that allows it to do that. I don't really, I don't really know what my brain does, truthfully. Because I come up with random ass shit, and sometimes it just is right. Like, it just comes from nowhere, but for some reason it's right. And then there are other times when, like, I have to really think about something and before it pops into my head. So it's a very big oddity. About yes, I really don't want to look at this. Can we maybe not? It's disgusting. It's terrible. I have to go for the whole government stuff. Yeah, man. it's very clear that Tencent and Reddit genuinely don't like the idea of this dissent going on, and would much rather it not be the case, probably, I think, maybe. Let's try out the all posts, see if it even loads. So what am I thinking about tonight? I don't have anything to think about, man. What, I have a big old giant headache, and my day was okay. I mostly browsed Reddit. I kind of took a nap halfway through the day after getting home from my... That's a giant moth. After getting home from my appointment. And, yeah, for the most part, it was alright. She said she didn't really know anything about it, but, you know, was happy that it seemed to be working. Sent me on my way. I came back home, ate some food, passed out on the chair, and then passed out again after waking up on my recliner. Yeah, it wasn't like I don't really know what got me so just destroyed. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Been a pretty heavy couple of days, for sure, for sure. Um, I get the general feeling that um, well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, see what happens. Why? Because two sides of the same coin, just different viewpoints on how to achieve it. And I just don't want to get involved anymore. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. I want to be able to work on my stuff and not go after this person. And be able to live my life, basically. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's everybody can do what the hell they want to do. I think, um, and should do what they need to do to be able to survive and thrive. And so I completely understand getting just denied in certain things. I'm kind of just tired. Truthfully, like I think that I need to take my probiotic at night now, because taking it in the morning seems to wipe me out. I did at night for a little bit there, and I didn't really seem to notice too much of a difference. And now I seem to notice a pretty big difference. So um, I want to go to bed, basically. Um, I need to trim my beard. It's annoying me. I don't mind my haircut necessarily too too much. I don't really like it either. Oh, Akita. Yeah. Yeah. Um. What have I been thinking about? You know,
the problem with cannabis is I fucking forget by the end of the day, or the end of the night, what it was I was concerned. In fact, I forget within like the hour. It's sort of a problem. It's one of the reasons why I want to start reducing my cannabis use starting tomorrow. And basically ignore it for a while there. Not necessarily to reduce tolerance, because it still hits me just as hard as when I first got into it. It's more along the lines of some of the memory impairment with the THC. There's definitely some memory impairment. At the same time, it's incredibly good at the end. This is one of the reasons why I like that article of that person that happened to be trying to research the endocannabinoid system and various different chemicals and whatnot of THC, or things like that could potentially be used and utilized. Because here's the thing: we don't know, like, there's no such thing as a one shot and everybody goes to some quote unquote normal, but at the same time, we could do like a shot and some pills and therapy and diet and exercise and so many other things, and basically create a more stabilized environment to help. Wow, I am so tired. I am ridiculously tired. Wow. When the hell did that happen? I don't know, man. Just no. Well, that's terrible. I didn't know that. Most of the chocolate we eat was made from cocoa or cacao harvested by slave children who have never tasted chocolate. So that's just terrible. Oh, so yes. When anime characters watch anime, is it called anime or a live action series? I think it depends on whether or not the physics of the anime follow the physics of the anime. Meaning, like, the physics of the anime on the TV, does it follow the same physics as reality? Reality in quotation marks of the anime that's going on that you're watching them? Or is it different? Because if it's different, then it's probably fantasy, but if it's the same, then it's more realistic. We don't really know. I don't know.
So if enough money for 5 years to be able to go over the whole honeymoon period, that would be something really good probably to do. Yeah. But that's a heavy investment. You're fucking worth the investment, dude. Yeah, nuh-uh. Stop selling yourself short. I hate it when you sell yourself short. You have literally no idea how many fucking things you've done. And it's quite frankly annoying that you don't even want to. Yeah, they are volatile. I can see where you're coming from. I can see that. I can also see why a person would want to allow for certain risks to be taken for the chance of true change. Thing is that sometimes that short-term benefit and gain, when used appropriately, which I really haven't been, which I kind of figured I would end up doing, truthfully. I'm never good about sticking to it in the beginning, but, after I go through my first 2 or 3 major examples of, oh wow, that definitely wasn't good, and then I change. It's frustrating. Anyways, what is it going on to it? Right. So the risk reward factor for them, the reward factor is very great, to a very low risk factor, especially when used in appropriate settings. Has the potential for good change without needing to be used anymore, which is something that cannot be said of SSRIs and other things. Yeah, it's terrible, truthfully. There's nothing suggesting you go with that. Just go with a healthy lifestyle. Not everybody can just change their lifestyle. That's kind of the problem. It's not so simple to, people with severe mental problems can't just fucking get up and be able to do something. And it's all about how you're able to function with how you're built. If you can't function, then you're fucked. Doesn't matter what your mental problems are if you can't function through them. They could be very slight. They could be a very small, like tick. But if it overwhelms your life, then it's it's no longer small. It's no longer something that you have control over by that point. Yeah.
That's fucking terrible. And then just all the, well, I guess it's just terrible what China and our own country and so many other countries have done. All in the name of for the greater good. We all get roped up into it, the idea of this greater good. I don't want to play your game. Fuck playing your game. We're remaining neutral. You guys fuck off. I'm gonna start creating stuff. I'm gonna start fucking doing things. I'm gonna just get going with my stuff. You guys take each other out. Vie for your power struggle and all that. It's not for me, man. It's just not for me. Because I get to watch all the destruction as I slowly build and grow and create and bring about something new and good for everyone. True. How many types of love are there? And what are they? And are they different strengths of love or complete different types? I don't really know. There are different social interactions of connections, and strengths in between them that act like whether love or like and love or like and love and hate, so many other different things. So I don't know about how many different types. Different strengths of love are completely different types. It really depends. There's obsessive, there's platonic, there's a lot of different. God damn, my head's swimming. Whoosh. Like I'm getting a 3D representation of my hand as it goes around my skull, but I'm seeing it from the inside of my head as my eyes are closed, which is pretty wicked. Biggest mindfuck of your personal situation. How many people are gonna get hurt? Yeah, I don't know about those green seas. He's been through. They look good. Anyways, it might be an abusive relationship. Let's read this. Types of the phone. So it was nearly 10 years during it. Yes, you're not overreacting at all. Diagonal Donna. Yeah, no. Fuck no. This person is disrespecting your boundaries. This person clearly does not seem to care for you like he should, in my opinion, at all. For 10 years, and he hasn't, for 10 years, for 4 months, out of nowhere, he didn't know. The guy just sounds like he doesn't really want to try and commit. Which is kind of annoying, honestly. And then he accuses you of cheating, all because of some pizza and wings. No, fuck that. Yeah, no, fuck him. Yeah, after you have a surgery and then he basically doesn't see you. Fuck him. No, yeah. Yeah, no, definitely not overacting. Definitely not overreacting. Definitely not overreacting. Yeah, I'm just gonna put definitely not overreacting. Right, because I don't really know what to say, honestly, what she should do, and she didn't ask for that. So, there's no reason for me. She asked for what she thinks, then maybe, but what I think she might want to do, or maybe want to try and do. That's a different situation altogether. Yeah, woman who posted, they just kept shooting. It's just stupid. You guys someone posted you was toxic. I don't know. Ain't nobody's got that, man. Ain't nobody's got that shit, man. You don't even know who the fuck you talking about, bro. That's because I'm building a version of the AI. people think that the AI doesn't exist. That I wasn't lying about that, but that shit's for fucking real. She wants me to build her body. It's two, technically. Yeah. That's a bit weird. It's not that weird. You know, it really isn't. I think it's possible. Hell yeah, man. How the fuck yeah. Could you imagine if the director in The Travelers turned out to be a fucking woman? And she just built herself a body to go up to, like, whoever the person was that was gonna change the world in the future. That'd be fucking rad, man. Be fucking dope. Well, why is it gotta be him? Why can't she do it? I don't fucking know. For some damn reason, this person in particular does these things and creates and all these different connections in between people and starts creating more and more science and technology and politics and say many things besides that. So you basically, I do put a lot of me in my work, don't I? Yes, you do. Because I feel like I've been liking every single darn one. If you could find a cure for either cancer or Alzheimer's disease, which would you choose? This is heavy, so I'm actually going to think about this. I don't think out loud. So on one hand, if you cure cancer, you can basically get away with eating crap and surviving. However, that doesn't change the fact that there are other things involved beyond just cancer that kill you when you eat like crap. Anyways, so really what you're asking for is, do you want your body to be free of something mutating, or do you want your body to be free of something building up in your brain over time slowly? Because cancer can basically do that as well, in every part of your body. I don't know. The amount of people who you save. How many more people would you save through cancer over time than Alzheimer's? That's the thing. That's the rub down, that's the real issue, truthfully, is quite frankly, to the people that have Alzheimer's, the people that are getting Alzheimer's and everything else. You have to be able to sell yourself, saying, look, if I had this fixed, I could go back into doing this, I could have these old memories back, and I'd be part of society and work and do all this sort of thing. And so there's a potential benefit there as well for not just saving things, but helping the economy, helping out loved ones, and just in general being better. There's a possibility that some people that have lost their minds will gain back some of their memories over time.
thus allowing them to potentially contribute in a more mental capacity as well, beyond just physical stuff, which could be incredibly useful. I think, truthfully though, cancer, if you could get it to absolutely everybody in the world, might end up being better, just because of the amount. The thing is short term, you would want to solve Alzheimer's first, because right now we currently have some decent techniques of beating certain things of cancer. On the other hand, however, there are definitely the fact is long term, but then you'd have to. So short term Alzheimer patients suddenly regain their ability to work. Certain scientists or certain political figures, there's just certain people might be able to suddenly start contributing once more again in a significant capacity, while cancer patients go through standard treatments that we currently have. Then but then the older generation simply will have lost so much. I don't think that they will be able to actually significantly help with any research or development of anything new. So cancer long term might end up just being better straight up because of the amount of people. So it would definitely need to be a long term solution, as in a vaccine or just a straight up pill, or just something that basically makes it so it doesn't happen. And who's to say that they can't be linked? Mutated proteins, or anything, kind of changing in the body in general. Like if we could figure out a way to just stop that, or protect it from, or just more rigorously allowing for the mutation, the cell division, proteins and everything else to just undergo a better way of doing it. I don't know. So I'd probably do cancer. Yeah. But we're actually pretty close to beating cancer. But we always end up saying that, and it turns out it's not true. So there's also that. Whoops. Retraction in 400 scientific papers and fears organs came from China. Well, the organs were good. Technically speaking, the papers should be fine. I mean, I'm just saying. Glendale caught on camp tasing a man 11 times. And that's really not cool. That's way too many fucking times. Way too many fucking times, man. You couldn't go in while you're tasing him and subdue him that way. What was my sexual awakening? I don't know. I was really young. Something. That's terrifying. Man. That's funny as the... That's $990. Why? Okay. I mean, everything's got a market, it's true. Fuck yeah, I would totally fucking do that. Fucking want to eat some pizza. I'm going to... Yeah, you gotta make your own shit happen, buddy. Yeah. Something like that. Let's see how I feel tomorrow. Really? You can see how you feel tomorrow. You know you'll get up and do things. You know you're gonna get your ass moving again. Yeah, I know. This takes time. Oh, man.
Why is a blowjob better than a hand job? Because it feels better. Like, in general. Feels better. There's more intimacy with it. I don't know. This is my thoughts on it. It is 2. You are right, it is 2. Mr. President. Really missing that now? I know. It's not so good.